Oh my god. Hey, how's it going? Back for another Tuesday 2 p.m. stream as per usual. Because I'm a dog and I stick to schedule. Um, this one's tough. This one I'm putting together a little flu game because my tummy hurts. Bro, I'm fucked up. We got the Michael Jordan flu game, Lamar Jackson fucking shit in his pants game, and the Ben Gargano the tummy hurts live stream. This is gonna be his historic performance for me because it's not easy. But we're gonna ball through it as per usual, or at least as I said in the title. We're predicting every bowl game for 2023. I gotta keep it a buck. I'm not sure about some of these. Like the first one you'll see, I have the Potato Bowl, Georgia State versus Utah State. I can't look you in the eye and say I've seen a single snap of Georgia State or Utah State football, but we're gonna push through, because if you win 6 games, you deserve to be talked about. I guess it'll get more interesting soon. I promise. I don't know when we're gonna get back to the film school things. We're still trying to get guests for that, get people to come on and watch prospects with us. But as of right now, as the bowl games are coming up, I figured this would be a good thing to do right after the mock draft to get into the college football bowl game spirit. Just like we're getting into the Christmas spirit, get into the college football bowl game spirit. It's very exciting. Christmas is coming up. What do you guys want on your Christmas wish list? Drop it in chat. Chat, chat. What do we want for Christmas? Chat, have you been naughty or nice? No. Um, Without further ado, I don't know if I have anything else housekeeping wise. I hope you guys enjoyed the in-season tournament video. It was something I was really excited about. I was super happy. The in-season tournament turned out really well. I'm sorry it was so short, but I didn't have that much to talk about. I I really I liked doing it and I love the in-season tournament. I think it was a net positive for the NBA as a whole. If you want some of the things I didn't like, go and watch that video because I talk about that too. If you want more in-depth detail on what I did like, guess what? Go watch it. But let's get into this uh, this whole thing. I found an article on Fox Sports of ranking all the bowl games based on how interesting they're going to be. So we're going to go from the bottom up. Number 41, the Potato Bowl. I can see why maybe not a lot of people are super interested in this one. Georgia State versus Utah State. It should be fun because they're playing in Boise State, so they got that blue turf. Everyone hates it. I never did. I always thought it was a little endearing. I like when stadiums or fields have little like personality to them. Obviously not like MetLife Stadium or FedEx Field for injuring players. I think this is a good portion of like personality. We're gonna keep a tracker. I'll probably post on Twitter how I do on these. But the first prediction: Georgia State, Utah State. No fucking clue. Can I be honest? I have no idea. Um, Georgia State, Utah State. Utah State plays in the what? Where does Utah State play? They're the Aggies. Are they Pac-12? No, they're the Mountain West. They've got a low key. Past couple of years, they've had dogs for college basketball teams. So I'm gonna go with Utah State taking the Potato Bowl. Um, Next up, we got the Quick Lane Bowl. Why is Minnesota won 5 games? Why are they here? APR scores. Don't know what that means. We're gonna check. Academic progress. Are you fucking serious? What? Holds institutions accountable for the academic progress of their student athletes through a team-based metric that accounts for the eligibility and retention of each student athlete for each. Are we serious? Because these guys were smart, they get to play in a bowl game? Jesus. I don't know. I might be reading that wrong. Um, just for that, that's pretty fraudulent. I might have to go Bowling Green here. They did have a pretty solid season. Kind of underrated if you ask this guy. The MAC was actually pretty good in football this year. Funny enough, pretty competitive. I gotta go Bowling Green, just because I did watch Minnesota kind of suck in the Big Ten all year. So we're going there. 68 Ventures Bowl. What the hell? Um, South Alabama, they're playing at home, I guess. Um, versus Eastern Michigan, obviously the alma mater of, I want to say, Antonio Brown. But God, where did Antonio Brown? This is the theme of the live streams, by the way. Um, Central Michigan, not quite. Uh, Michigan just directional, you know. This is the theme of the live streams, though, is me getting wildly off track, googling things. um, I can't say I know anything about these teams. Let's see. South Alabama Jaguars beat Oklahoma State. Yeah, sure. South Alabama. Let's go. Arkansas State versus Northern Illinois. Arkansas State, I feel like I watched one of their games this year. Am I dumb? Dude, Arkansas State, they play a lot of they're playing a lot of college basketball teams right now. I love college basketball. That might be a future live stream actually. Is a college basketball thing. Um Arkansas State or Northern Illinois. Okay. Um Northern Illinois, streets are saying they didn't have a good year. Um I'll trust the streets here. December 23rd at noon. Big noon kickoff at now plan. I'll go Arkansas State, I guess. Western Kentucky versus Old Dominion in the famous Toastery Bowl. Cap- Capitalism is a disease. They're playing in Charlotte. Is that close to ODU? I feel like it is. Oh, this was supposed to be the Bahamas Bowl. Aw, dude, I love when they go. Obviously, you have the Maui Invitational and college basketball, but I love when they go to cool places. Remember when Michigan State played on that like Navy carrier ship? That was fucked up. Why did they do that? That was so dumb. I remember that. I was in like seventh grade and I was like, what the fuck wouldn't the boat rock? And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it did rock. But or maybe I don't know much about Navy ships. Sorry. But I feel like that's a terrible idea. But we're off topic. Western Kentucky had those dope helmets, right? Western Kentucky helmets. They had those helmets. Yeah, check these out, bro. Check these out. Dude, how pimp is this? They got it's the worst quality image I've ever seen in my entire life. Chat, let me pull this up. Yeah, they had like a different helmet for each of their what's it called? Like for each of their positions. So like the DBs and the receivers got a different is the quarterback, receiver, running back, O line. I don't know what that is, but he looks like that doesn't look good. I don't know what this is either. And I'll be honest, this might be like tackles and I these is probably linebackers. They've got eyes on the front of the helmet. This this is getting really off track. Western Kentucky for that reason alone. Um, South Florida versus Syracuse. I know a little bit about Syracuse. I've been following them. They were a school I was interested in, and uh, just didn't end up doing that. Dino Babers I don't like very much. They did fire him recently. Fran Brown has taken over, and he's been like all right. Syracuse started the year hot. What did they start like 6-0, 5-0, and then they just went one in whatever in the ACC. And the ACC too is crazy because the ACC was terrible. They won most of their bowl eligible games outside of the conference, which makes me be like, ugh, that's kind of gross. FAU Stadium again, dog of a college football team. That dog of a college basketball team. That's gonna have to be the next live stream. I'm so sorry. I'll go South Florida just because Syracuse is working with like the interim head coach. South Florida, I believe, have had like the continuity at least. They played Alabama close too, if I remember correctly. So I'm going South Florida in the Boca Raton Bowl. What's this? Wasabi Fenway Bowl. They're playing in Fenway Stadium? Are we serious? Holy shit. What? Wait, this is a terrible matchup. Huh? Okay. SMU going to the I didn't know that either. I should know that. Okay. Boston College is terrible in pretty much everything athletically except hockey. Um, apologies. I got a text. I got a text. But yeah, SMU by a lot. Oh, I haven't predicted these. Yeah, I did. I said Western Kentucky and South Florida. Yeah, I did. SMU by a lot. 11-2 versus, and then against Boston College. I mean, I guess Boston has the home field advantage, but how many Boston College football fans are there out there, man? Like, it can't be that many. UTSA versus Marshall in the Frisco Bowl. What does Frisco sound like? I swear to God. Briscoe. Speaking of which, um, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is gonna be a quick wrestling rant. Mark Briscoe got very upset because him and his late brother Jay Briscoe, when they were a tag team, they were Dem Boys, DEMBOYZ, and recently the like a WWE account posted a picture of the Street Profits plus Bobby Lashley with the caption "Dem Boys," and Mark Briscoe was like, "What the hell? That's my thing." People got so angry at him for it. What the hell? Why were people no? Why were people so angry about him like protecting the moniker him and his late brother had cultivated over the years? That's so odd. To me, the Briscoes are always dem boys. Um, Mark Briscoe is one of my favorite AEW wrestlers right now, which is a very long list, admittedly, but he's so great. But that's that's all. Um, anyway, UTSA versus Marshall. Marshall, I believe, is where Randy Moss went to college. Um, UTSA was good last year too, weren't they? I wonder how many people they're returning. But if they're returning a lot, I don't see why UTSA can't win it, and that will be. Oh, and they're in Texas. I don't know where Marshall's from. I'll be honest. I I have no idea. I'll go UTSA though. Ohio versus Georgia Southern. What is this like the? Is this the green Ohio that beat Virginia? Yeah, it is. The MAC baby. And Georgia Southern, I think, had a March Madness upset. No. Playing the Sun Belt though. I'm going Ohio here. The Myrtle Beach. Wait, actually, I've never been to Myrtle Beach, but a lot of my friends. I don't really go places. Um, I don't. I don't really leave the house, much less the state. But I gotta go Ohio here, just because like the record disparity there is so crazy, and I feel like the bowl committees really like stop giving a shit with the like Sunbelt teams, the MAC teams, the Mountain West teams, and then just like hit a random number generator. Because why is a 9-3 team playing 6-6 Georgia Southern? I don't know, and I may never know. But I'll go. I'm going Ohio in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, First Responder Bowl. Always a dumb name. Sorry. Shouts out first responders, but why do they get a why do they get a bowl game? Is that supposed to make their lives easier? Easier? Gerald Ford has a stadium? Okay. This is this is ridiculous. Rice, alma mater of Anthony Rendon, and Texas State, who play in the Ware. Sunbelt. Is Rice independent? They might be MAC. They're in the AAC. Okay. Um, Keep it a buck. No clue. Like this is uh the Bobcat Texas State's first ever bowl game. I'm reading. Um, I we're flipping a coin here. I'll go Rice because Rendon went there and he's of course a national for life. Las Vegas Bowl. Northwestern's bad. Utah is good. I don't care. They were in a really good. Let's look at their schedule because I don't think they took any bad losses. They they lost to kind of who they were supposed to. They finished fifth in a very strong like Pac-12. They lost to Arizona. That's tough. Washington, you're supposed to. Oregon, you're supposed to. Oregon State, you're supposed to. Like, I don't really blame them for losing any of these games. Like, they beat Florida, which isn't that much anymore. They beat UCLA. They beat Cal, who gave some team a run for their money. They were the first team to beat USC, which was a big deal. Arizona State. They whooped Arizona State. I thought Arizona State had a good game recently, and they beat Colorado as most do. Sorry, huh? 61 passing yards? What the hell? What? Oh, their starter was out. Okay. I was like, yeah, how did they throw for 61 yards and win? Sorry. I get off track. But I'm going Utah here for sure. Northwestern has been mid. Utah has uh kind of fallen off due to really quality competition in the Pac-12. Obviously, you saw losses to Oregon and Washington. Oregon State was also very formidable. I don't think they took any like real bad losses, and I still think they are a very quality football team. So that's why I take them in the Las Vegas Bowl. Virginia Tech versus Tulane. Virginia Tech was not good this year. In the Military Bowl, weird. That's here. Annapolis is 20 minutes from. No. Annapolis is like 35, 40 minutes from me. That's crazy. Um, okay. Tyler might go to that because I don't know if you guys know this. Tyler, my co-host, is a big VT guy. We got him. Don't tell him, but we got him a Virginia Tech pullover. We got him a Virginia Tech pullover for Christmas because he needed a new one, and I pay attention to what he needs. We also got him something else that I'm not gonna spoil in case he's watching. But Tulane for sure. Virginia Tech has looked really rocky. Imagine losing Hendon Hooker to Tennessee and then just wallowing in poverty. Tulane is a good school. They've had pretty good years back to back, and we could be looking at them as one of the stronger independents up there with the Notre. They're not independent. One of the smaller schools in college. One of the I want to talk. One of the better, smaller schools in college football for a couple years to come, and I think Tulane is the easy pick here in the Military Bowl. Texas A&M versus number 20 Oklahoma State in the Texas Bowl. Um, I feel like that should have a different name because Oklahoma State is not from Texas, but I A&M. Look at their schedule because they took some dumb losses. Really, they did. If I remember correctly, they took some really not good losses. Can I sort by regular season, please? Please. There we go. They lost to LSU, which isn't that bad. They lost to Ole Miss, which isn't that bad. Tennessee wasn't that good. Like honestly, everybody loses to Bama, and they lost to Miami. I don't love that from them. Oklahoma State end of the year ranked deservedly so. They played Texas in the Big 12 championship game, not particularly well, but they were there. And that's why I think I have to go Oklahoma State. They just have the better resume. They ended the season in their respective championship game. Obviously, A&M does play in the SEC, which makes that harder. But the Big 12 is certainly a formidable football conference as well. Not to mention a great college basketball conference. But take a shot every time I mention college basketball in this live, honestly. But yeah, we're going to Oklahoma State in the Texas Bowl. New Orleans Bowl. Louisiana, not LSU, just Louisiana Raging Cajuns. That might be the sole reason I picked them for this. Jacksonville State, Deion's alma mater. Man. Man. This is Deion's alma mater, correct? I'm just making... Nope. Nope. Am I dumb? JSU, right? Sorry. Coach before college. Oh, Jackson. You can understand. You can understand that goof. Jacksonville State apparently 8-4 with losses in the CUSA, which is where FAU plays. New Mexico State they lost to. That's really bad, isn't it? South Carolina they lost. Liberty went undefeated. With, by the way, one of the worst strength. I think the worst strength of schedule in college football. So I will be taking that into account when I pick their bowl game. And they lost to Coastal Carolina. Yeah, that doesn't inspire me. Raging Cajuns peeping their schedule, like they went 6-6. But if all their losses are against good teams, oh, they're not. They lost to Troy, Southern Miss, the Red Wolves, Minnesota, who won 5 games, and ODU. Yeah, we're going Jacksonville State here, bud. Next, we have UCLA versus Boise State. I don't know. I'm wondering if I'm looking here because I don't know. Is Laiatu Latu playing? Because that will matter. That does matter to me. Okay, they're skipping it. Okay. That sucks. I still think UCLA has a very solid team. They had to lie to obviously a big loss. I have them as a top 15 pick in the upcoming draft. But I still think UCLA is coached well. I think they are going to be losing coaches for this game. Chip Kelly, obviously. No, I'm dumb. Their defensive coordinator, whose name escapes me, went to USC, which is a better job because they needed a new defensive coordinator. Um, but Chip Kelly is a coach I do like, despite his many faults, and that's why I think I'm taking UCLA again, 7-5, but in a very difficult Pac-12. So yeah, here's Liberty, the Fiesta Bowl, number 23 Liberty versus Oregon. Only two losses to being bitched by Washington. Liberty undefeated. Now, like I said earlier, they're playing this in Glendale. Okay. Like I said earlier, it says it right here. Liberty had the weakest schedule in the nation and were able to go 13-0. Cool. Played terrible teams. Let's take a look at the Liberty strength of schedule. Tell me if you can name a single player from any of these teams. Just as a fun exercise. Not Oregon. It doesn't count. Bowling Green, New Mexico State, Buffalo, FIU, Sam Houston, Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky, Louisiana Tech, ODU, UMass. Have you seen that guy on TikTok? Give me a sec. Who's that guy? No, 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 no. No, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for. Is it right here? Yeah, it is. Let's go. Dude, I love this guy so much.
Wait, what? UMass football is down 28 to 14. What? They're down 28 to 14. No! 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 Come on, UMass. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. No excuse to be losing to New Mexico.
Yeah, I love that guy so much. I I don't want to let it play on for any longer, but I love him so much. Um, he's driven by a pure, unadulterated love for the University of Massachusetts Minutemen, and that is so endearing to me. I love it so much. If I know his at was in the, I know his at was like there in the video. I closed out before I could catch it, but I love him so much. Anyway, Oregon. Bo Nix a dog. Is Bo Nix playing? Damn. I don't think he will. Oh, he is. Oh, that's gonna cause normal draft discourse. People are gonna be normal about that come draft time, for sure. Yeah, Oregon's gonna hang like RJ Young here says. Oregon's hanging 90 on Liberty. Next up, Birmingham Bowl, Troy versus Duke. Troy, I've disrespected in the past. In this very video, Duke, Riley Leonard, I think, is playing. Graham Barton will probably be playing. Wait, did Riley Leonard go to the. Dude, this is what happens again when you stretch yourself too thin. Oh, he's going to Notre Dame. Oh, that happened like 2 hours ago. Whoa! Look at that. Oh my god. Okay. Um, Notre Dame. Okay. That's pretty cool. So he's not going to be playing for Duke, which is why I'm going to take Troy. But let's talk about that. That makes things interesting because Sam Hartman, I guess, is going to the draft. I don't know if he is. He's not like good. He's not. Yeah, he's going to the draft. He's not going to go very high. I don't know if he'll go at all. He had kind of a rough year. I'm not going to say he's not going to go at all because I have no idea yet. But he had a pretty rough year. Replace that with somebody I like with Riley Leonard is pretty cool. I like that a lot for Notre Dame, and I don't like Notre Dame at all. I'll go Troy in the Birmingham Bowl though. Duke's Mayo Bowl, gas, gas. I'm so hyped. West Virginia 8-4, North Carolina 8-4. Drake May not playing in this sucks. Drake May's status is now known. He's not playing. Where's the? I'll show you just so you don't think I'm making it up. Yeah, see, skip bowl. Yeah. Um, I think that's big. I think he was a big reason they were in a lot of games this year. Of course, he did have his own fair share of kind of stinker games, but I think West Virginia can pull this one out in Charlotte, even though that's in a Carolina. I'm not gonna perjure myself and say I'm dumb, but it's in a Carolina. I'll go West Virginia here for the Mayo Bowl. I don't know who the coach for. Yeah. I have no idea. Oh, Neil Brown is his name? Neil Brown's getting the Mayo on him, cuh. Anyway, Liberty Bowl, Memphis, Iowa State. Iowa State I think is still on my shit list for using Will McDonald the way they did last year, where you couldn't really evaluate him that well for the draft. That is that going to be a good enough reason to pick Memphis? I think so. Um, Memphis obviously a an epicenter of good running backs. Check Antonio Gibson. Sorry, he's not a great running back. Check oh, it was another Commanders guy who I really like. Chris Rodriguez, I think. I think it is Memphis here. I haven't watched a lot of Memphis football or Iowa State football, but record says Memphis, so I'll go Memphis. Rutgers versus Miami in Yankee Stadium. What the hell? Dude, bowl games need to get fucking serious. Bowl games need to BFFI right now. Because this is the second baseball stadium that that a bowl game is being played in. Rutgers, I like. Kind of shit the bed in the Big Ten though, didn't they? Schedule check. That you don't want to see this when you're Rutgers. You don't want to see Ben Gargano giving you the good old schedule check. L to UMD. L to Penn State as you would. L to Ohio State as you would. Shut out by Iowa as many are. L to Wisconsin. L to Michigan as many would. They beat VT. That's pretty funny. While throwing for 46 yards. This Wimsatt guy, did they just run the damn ball? Hell yeah. He didn't throw for more than 181 yards. Or he didn't throw for over 200 yards all year. And that's beautiful to me. That means something to Ben Gargano. Miami, Florida, though, I don't know if Cam Kitchens is playing. Ugh. I don't know if you saw the tweet, but somebody had a mock draft where the 49ers got him, Cameron Kitchens, that is, at the end of the first round in a mock draft. And I was like, please don't. That would be way too good. I think he's playing in the bowl game. So yeah, I think it's Miami here. Van something. I know his name. You know his name. I'm not gonna say it. Van something is not a good quarterback, but he'll get it done. You know. As far as receivers, weapons go, no one pops off to me. Most of the most of the guys went to Florida State. If we're talking about Florida college football teams, most of them went to Florida State. So yeah, I think it's still Miami though. Rutgers is just not good. Clemson, Kentucky. Clemson's not good either, honestly. Ugh. Cade Klubnik's bad. Is he still starting? Dabo Sweeney. I I don't know. Kentucky's been bad all. It's gonna be kind of a shit game. Gator Bowl and fucking Florida's not playing in it. What the hell has this country come to? Damn it. Did Florida qualify? I guess we're gonna find out. I'll pick Clemson just because Dabo's the slightly better coach, and I never know which Kentucky I'm gonna get. But I don't feel good about it. Like I don't feel good picking this game because I think it's just gonna be terrible. But I'll go Clemson for the Gator Bowl. ReliaQuest Bowl. Get fucking real. Uh, Here is how I will make my decision for the ReliaQuest Bowl. Is he playing? Nope. Wait. We'll see. What the hell, man? Fuck that. Boo. Boo. Fuck off. L. I'll make it pretty fucking simple. If he plays, LSU. If he doesn't, Wisconsin. There. Sorry. Low boring? Sure. But that's the truth. Um, Georgia Tech UCF, dude. Eh. Georgia Tech's bad. Alma mater of Roman Reigns, of course. Uh, UCF is in the Big 12? He's their first year. Yeah. I'll take. Georgia Tech was 6-6 in like the ACC though. 6-6 means a lot more in the Big 12 than the ACC this year. Like UCF lost to like normal teams, I'm pretty sure. They beat Houston. They lost to Texas Tech, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Kansas, Baylor, Kansas State. They had some good wins, like beating Oklahoma State, beating Houston. I'll go UCF. I'll go UCF for the Gasparilla Bowl. Cal or Texas Tech? Cal. Who'd they just beat? That's what fucking matters to me. That's what means something to me. Cal just had a really big Pac-12 win or almost win. And coming off of that, I think it's very easy to beat. Yeah, they just beat UCLA by a ton. Um, they excuse me, they beat Washington State. RIP. Did Cal get? Where's Cal going? Are they one of the few remaining members of the Big 12? If they are, RIP Cal. But they lost to Auburn. That sucks. They beat UCLA just recently, and that was awesome. That's really big, and I think riding that momentum, they'll be able to beat Texas Tech in the Independence Bowl, Hawaii Bowl, in Honolulu. Yeah, if you're Coastal Carolina or San Jose State, you're excited. Like I said, whenever a team takes a cool trip to go play in a game like the Maui Invitational, it's fucking awesome. Coastal Carolina and San Jose State, they're both going to have a great time. Uh, Win, lose, or draw, it's not going to be a draw. But I gotta go Coastal Carolina here. San Jose State is good this year, historically bad. I don't know how good this coach is. Um, oh, San Jose State QB Chevan Cordeiro is a Hawaii native. Good for him. That'd be so cool because I feel like you'll probably never play in Hawaii, like in your hometown if you're from Hawaii and you play a sport. So it's really cool to be able to play in front of like all your friends and family. That's awesome. Just for that, San Jose State. Let's go. Who is due? Sun Bowl, Oregon State, Notre Dame. Hartman isn't playing. Um, Oregon State, I guess. Like this, this was cool. I mean, El Paso, Texas. It's gonna be hot as shit. I feel like both of these teams, cold weather teams. Beavers lost their coach, their quarterback, and their star running back, and of course the conference. Holy shit! Interim staff. That sucks. Oh my. Thank God I read the little blurb. I was about to pick Oregon State. Notre Dame's winning this despite Sam Hartman not playing. Book it. Cure Bowl. Miami of Ohio versus Appalachian State. One of my friends goes to App State. That's pretty cool. Um, Miami of Ohio 11-2 is cool, but again, it's kind of like who am I thinking of? Right, Liberty, where it's like who did they beat? Right. I think I really want to pick App State, but like 11-2 versus 8-5 means something. So I will go Miami and Miami of Ohio. The Arizona Bowl, Toledo and Wyoming. Wyoming is definitely on this like list of states I really want to visit one day. Hell of a logo, by the way. Who's that? They lost to Miami of Ohio in the MAC championship game. Uh, they they went 1-1 though. Again, shouts out UMass. Who they lose to? They lost to Illinois. Who is? They have a really good corner. Who am I thinking of right now? That may drive me insane. Yeah, sort by position. No, okay, fuck me. Who's the corner I'm thinking of right now? Who's like going into the draft and he's streets are saying he's just my type, like fast and lengthy and can get physical. Who am I thinking of? I'll know it when I see. Oh, well, yeah, yeah, okay. Uh, not Brujman, I don't think. Not Cherry. Delancey third, I don't think so. Maybe Andre Fuller? It might be Caden Holmes. No, he's a freshman. Chris McDonald. Maybe I think it's Chris McDonald. No, he's a little taller. Quinyon Mitchell. It's Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah. Check this guy out. Picks four. Yeah, he just intercepted 4 passes against Northern Illinois. There you go. Toledo's winning. Toledo's winning. Is he playing in the bowl game? Don't care. Kansas UNLV. Obviously a college football scandal. College basketball scandal. Take another shot. Um, Follows them wherever they go. Up next, I see the preview for the next one, and I see Tigers team Hugh Freeze and Big Ten all-time passing leader Go Terps Talia Tagovailoa. We'll get to that one, but I think I'll pick Kansas just to get to this one. Music City Bowl in Nashville, Auburn, Maryland. Let's talk about it. Maryland looked pretty good. They played Ohio State pretty well. Is Talia playing? I hope so. He better. He better declare too. I'm gonna root for him. You see, I've been trying to do that. Thank God it auto-filled because I would not have been able to spell his name. Yeah, I think they win. Just straight up. I think Maryland wins. That is a little bias. The offense looks really good looked great against an Ohio State team that had a really solid defense this year. The defense is a little prone to giving up some splash plays. If Auburn can create some splash plays and if Hugh Freeze can dial up things like that to beat us deep, we will probably lose. But I think this one will be Maryland, and I am hoping Talia gets to end his career on a high note. Citrus Bowl, Iowa versus Tennessee. Joe Milton, I said at the beginning of the year, was fraudulent, and nobody believed me. Check that out. Yeah, I don't know if, I think Brian Ferentz is gonna die. I think they're gonna take him out and shoot him. Iowa might not score, just because straight up. But the defense is so here. Like the defense is so good. I'm gonna pick them for the culture. Tennessee, you're cool. Iowa, you're cooler. Straight up. Armed Forces Bowl, JMU versus Air Force. Air Force sucks. Let me talk about the Army Navy game really quick. Who the fuck cares? Who watches that game? It actually makes me angry that it's as hyped up as it is. Who the fuck watches that? It is some of the worst college football that you can see anywhere in the fucking world. It makes me angry that people hype it up and be like, "Oh, I'm going Army Navy, man. I'm so excited." Why? I could watch high school football that looks better than Army Navy, that is more entertaining than Army Navy. Like, fucking come on. Anyway, James Madison, go Dukes. Oh, this is good. Why is this 9? Luther Burden here, Cody Schrader here. Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't think will play. McCord won't. He's transfer portal, right? Kyle, he's transfer portal, right? Dude, yeah. Oh, is he going to Nebraska? He may be going to Nebraska, but he's not staying at Ohio State, and for good reason. He sucks. I think it's Missouri just because they're going to be able to keep their offensive core together with Luther Burden and Cody Schrader. But uh, Ohio State defense is so good. I doubt Tuamaloa will play. I doubt who's the DB I'm thinking of? It's slipping my mind right now. But or Igbuka won't play, just straight up. I think it's Mizzou and it's gonna be fun. New Mexico Bowl, New Mexico State versus Fresno State. I've been dumping on New Mexico State here recently. Why did I do that? Um Diego Pavia apparently is fun. I don't know. I'm not watching the MAC. Are they in the MAC? Did I just embarrass myself? They're in the CU. I'm not watching CUSA. I'm sorry. I'll go New Mexico State because 10-4 is how what? Okay, 10-4 is better than 8-4. NC State versus Kansas State. Now, if you guys remember, Maryland actually beat, I think, 20th ranked NC State last year in a bowl game, which was awesome. K-State, I love their college basketball team is so fun. Jerome Tang, let me see if I can find this. I watched this live. Yeah, dude, check this out. Check this out, guys. This is so sick. Yeah. This was so fun. I watched this game live. They beat ranked Nova in overtime. And Jerome Tang gets in there. Look at him, man. Look at him go. This is one of my favorite teams in college basketball, other than University of Maryland and Towson, of course. Jerome Tang is such a dog. He loves this place. Ah, I love that. It makes my heart smile, goddammit. Kansas State by 1,000,000,000. No. I'm gonna go NC State here. Just cause I this is difficult. This is difficult. Says K-State's OC just left for what's it called? This is the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Oh hell yeah. Okay. Cool. um I'll go K-State just cuz NC State it's ACC 8-4 in the Big 12 means more than 9-3 in the SEC. TBH. Holiday Bowl. Louisville USC. USC got a prime bowl game. Caleb Williams isn't gonna be there. They're gonna lose by a lot. Go Louisville. Go what are they? Birds. Sorry, one of my cousins goes to Kentucky. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. But Louisville with such a shit college basketball program, it's hard not to root for them when there's another fucking stop putting bowl games in baseball stadiums, bruh. What? Petco Park? Are we serious? How many of these did I scroll past and miss just because I didn't check where the stadium was? This makes me angry. What are we doing here? Okay. Okay. We're gonna lock it. Terrible fucking idea. Okay. Louisville by a lot. USC is bad. I think Penn State, I don't know if is Archop and Kalen King playing those are two kind of cornerstone pieces of a defense. Yeah, I know they're all Americans because they're good. Is Fashanu playing? Likely to opt out. Okay. What about Kalen King? Kalen King, I think, can use a good bowl game. Oh, I'm sorry. Kalen King, I think, a good bowl game would do a lot for his draft stock. Personally. I haven't seen anything, so I will assume that he's playing. Which is big. I like Aller a lot. I like Shannon's not playing. The Ole Miss has been kind of dogs. James Franklin is not my favorite head coach in the Big Ten. I think I think he's underperformed at Penn State given what they have. I'll take Ole Miss, and I think obviously New Year's Six game, Penn State's happy to be there, but at some point Penn State needs to be more than just happy to be there. They need to stop playing second fiddle to Michigan, Ohio State. They need to get they they haven't beaten either of them in like it's been maybe 5 years. It's been a while, and as a Penn State fan, I don't think you can watch that and be content with it. I think James Franklin needs to go. You need to bring in another guy who you just think can get you over that hump and into the top tier of Big Ten teams. I think it's going to be Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. Arizona, Oklahoma. Okay. This isn't the New Year's Six Bowl? Uh-huh. Okay. Um, um, what? Jackson, oh yeah, because Dylan Gabriel transferred. Um, Arizona, Jordan Morgan, who is at tackle? They've got, God, I'm trying to think, but I can't. Continuity at quarterback matters, fellas. Sorry, it matters. And being able to keep your quarterback here while already being like number 14. You're there for a reason. Quarterback's kind of part of it. Continuity there matters. It's going to be Arizona. Orange Bowl. Put Florida State in the playoff, by the way. Just in case y'all didn't hear. It'll be Georgia by 1 billion, though. Oh my god. Yeah, it's going to be Georgia by so much. A lot of draft prospects in this game you should keep a lookout for. Van Pran, Beck, Bowers on the Georgia side of the ball, and Ladd McConkey, of course, and Kamari Lassiter. On Florida State side, Johnny Travis, Keon Coleman, not Jordan Travis this time, Gerard Verse, and I'm totally forgetting someone, and I feel really bad about it, but Johnny Davis, I think I said. It's going to be Georgia by 1 billion, because Florida State doesn't have their quarterback, and it just sucks when that happens. Yeah, sorry. It's like, that's just the way it rolls. Texas, Washington. This is going to be a good game, but it'll be Washington. Penix obviously playing. They're not going to have guys opt out of the college football playoff because that just matters too much. Ewers, I think, is bad. I think they're not. I think he's not good. Washington's defense has been shaky at times, but they've always seemed to be able to step up when it mattered, right? Like when they were playing Arizona, right? Offense only put up 21 points, but the defense was able to hold them to only 3 scores, and that was important. I think they'll be able to come up big here against Xavier Worthy and Adonai Mitchell and Jonathan Brooks, obviously. I think they'll be able to hold up. Trice is really good. There's somebody else I'm forgetting about right now, but I don't think Texas can stop that wide receiver onslaught of Polk, Odunze, and bro, oh my god. Washington receivers, Huskies. This is always the guy I forget. Odunze, Polk, Jalen McMillan. There's a reason for that. But I think it'll be Washington. Alabama. Sorry. It's going to be Alabama. Michigan, you have J.J. McCarthy. Cool. You have Mozzie Smith. No, that was last year. You have somebody this year on the D-line. Don't care. Blake Corum, who I like. Don't care. It's Alabama. They just take to Georgia by 2 scores, nonetheless. And Michigan, you had 2 challenges all year. It was Ohio State, who you squeaked out, and Penn State, who is kind of fraudulent against you. So I think it'll be Alabama versus Washington. Final prediction, I think Washington is winning the college football playoff. It'll be a historic but goddamn ending because it'll be the Pac-12 being able to send itself off in glory and with its head held high, you know. But yeah, that's predicting every bowl game. My jaw hurts so much. I have been talking nonstop for almost 50 minutes at this point. That's hard. That's so hard. And I'm not like playing a video game where I can like stop talking and you'll still be entertained by me playing the video game. And I'm not streaming with anyone else. So if my jaw starts to hurt, they start talking. This is straight up me trying to entertain you. Just bam, bam, bam. This is tough. but I'm a dog. Flu game, I think went well. We hung in there, damn it. And thank you so much for watching. Really, I'm gonna go fall asleep. If I'm gonna be honest, my back hurts, my stomach hurts, my jaw hurts now. Thanks. And again, thank you so much for watching this all the way through. If you were here, um, and I'm gonna catch you. Wait a second. Hold me accountable for my bad takes in the comments. If one of the teams I picked to win gets like blown out in their bowl game, send it to me, man. I think that shit's so funny. I've never been like a guy who's been embarrassed about that. Like I get shit wrong all the time, and it's always just kind of been funny to me. So if you are keeping track and I picked your favorite team to lose and they blow a guy out, send them to me. I'll own it, man. I'll own it. But that's gonna be for me today. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and I'm gonna catch you.